boy. Here. Yes. Here. Heel. Heel. Good. And a little spin. Good job. So I've got Titus here, 6-month-old Doberman. He works really well with food. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. So I can walk straight backwards to promote recall, or him wanting to come towards me, and exclusively to the left-hand side. I can feed him when he comes towards me. I can feed him at this point here for crossing my body, and then right here for swinging into heel, and then again for sit. So to swing into heel, I can promote 4 different things: coming to me, crossing my body, swinging into heel, and then sitting. Good boy, very nice. And the way I'm able to do that is I'm holding the food like this, and then I can cap it with my thumb and release 1 or 2 at a time. So there, gave away 2, I accidentally dropped 1. Sit. Good boy. So I've got 4 in my hand. I can cap the others, let go of 1, let go of 1 more, so I can be very specific about controlling the amount of food I'm releasing, because if I let it all go at one time, then I don't have anything left for the next step. Heel. You don't want to be zooming back and forth between your pouch of food and the dog. Place. Good boy. Sit. Yes. There you go. Good boy. Sit. Yes, good job. So the spatial pressure can actually be really effective simply by stepping back towards the dog or into the dog's space. You kind of push them backwards back onto where they're supposed to be so that he has to stay. Good boy. Very nice. So I dropped a couple pieces on the ground over there, and then he started looking at the floor. So what I can do is purposely drop some, call him to me, lift straight up before he can get it, so that we can work on him ignoring the food on the ground. Good. Because that can be a huge problem where the dog's super distracted and doesn't really care about what I have in my hand if he knows he can find it elsewhere. Sit. Good job. Because then I might start working with him off leash, and I'll say sit, and then he'll just jump off the board and go look for food in the grass, and that would suck. Here. So we can walk straight backwards over this food that we dropped. Sit. Good job. So if he were to go forward, I can simply have some tension on the leash so he can't actually get to it. Heel. Good boy. Very nice. All right. We can do a spin and then a circle. Very nice. And again, the spin and circle might seem a little bit redundant or pointless, but it helps a tremendous amount with the dog being able to and wanting to follow the hand for guidance. Place. So there he went to turn the opposite way, the wrong way. I can simply block his back end like I did there with the leash, so he has to turn the other way. Here. Place. And the reason we don't want him turning towards his left when he goes on the board is because if he does, it will tangle him up in the leash. So we try to do the same thing there, same approach, block his back end with the leash, so he has to turn right. And this way it keeps the leash nice and clean, you know, just right in front of him. The other way it gets wrapped around his body or around his legs, and that's just a whole hassle, especially if that's a big habit. Then it would just be annoying every time. Sit. Good boy. Then you'd have a dog that is constantly getting tied up in the leash, and they can even do that on purpose. Titus. Yes, good boy. Heel. Good job. Here. place, heel, sit. There you go. You do a right U-turn really fast. Good boy. Want him to be good at position changes so that wherever we turn, he's going to turn and stay and heel with us, so that when we step off the board, we can do the exact same thing. Sit. Good job. Heel. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Sit. That's my boy. Heel. Sit. Good job. Heel. Place. Place. Yes. So again, he's going to turn left. He has a big habit of that. Here. Good job. And he's completely ignoring the food on the ground just after one time of interfering with that behavior. Sit. Good job. Here. So I'm not going to really give him food or reward him for that because he walked off the board. There you go. Good job. Very nice. Yes. We can just get rid of these. Here. Because I want to drop the leash. Sit. Yes. Heel. All right. Come on. Place. Yes. Good boy. I'm picking them up now because I've dropped the leash and I don't exactly have a way of stopping him from getting it. So we want to be preventative first. Very, very nice. Good boy. Here. There you go, between the legs. Sit. All right, see if we can get him to go backwards. Place, 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 place. Yes, place. Good boy. All right. Here. Sit. Yes. Place. There you go. So that the previous time was his first time doing it, and then he understood what we were asking for. It was a lot easier. So I'm going to feed him 3 times here because he did really, really well, and that was only really his second time trying it. Here. Here. Come on. Here. If I can get lower. Come here. There you go. Sit. So he didn't know if he was supposed to get off the board or not. Totally fine. Place. Place. Yes! Good job. Here. Good boy. Sit. Alright, heel. Place. 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 There you go. Sit. Titus, here. Place. Heel. Alright. Heel. Sit. Good boy. Heel. Go full turn. Awesome sauce. We love to see it. Alright, so that's really good. So there I walked away pretty quick without even asking him to sit, just to see if he would understand that it's always implied that he's going to stay on place. Very nice. Sit. Good job. Walk a pretty good distance away. Nice. Heel. Heel. Come on. Place. 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 Here. Sit. That was terrible. Here. Come on. Place. Heel. Yes. Good job. Heel. Come on. Place. 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 He's either getting bored or doesn't really like going to this board. So we can grab our leash again so that we can kind of control the situation a little bit more. Heel, place. Oh my gosh, you almost missed the board. What's going on? Are you falling asleep? Heel, place, place. Sit. There you go. I think he might just like a little bit of motivation to actually go to this board. Heel. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with this other board. Either way though, we've gone through about a cup and a half of food, and he's getting a little bit tired. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and put him up, let him rest a little bit before we do our next session. Here. Good job.